Okay, here we go. We're going to get started, and I'm hoping that folks can join in and see the webinar. We'll send out the replay in the event that you weren't able to get on the live webinar. So hopefully you should be able to see my screen. We're going to be talking today about how to double your profits in 180 days or less, most often less. So how would you like a simple, proven, and tested way that you can double your profits with little time, effort, or expense on your part? In fact, what if I could give you a formula? And that's what we're going to do, where we look at a formula and a system that will create massive exponential growth for your business starting immediately. I want to just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Donna Lynn Price, a marketing and business strategist, and I want to promise you all right now that I'm never going to spend tons and tons of time talking about myself. I know if you're like me, you've been on webinars where the first hour was the person talking about themselves, and I was just anxious to get going with the presentation. So my company is Compass Rose Consulting, and I founded it in 2003, and I'm an author and trainer and facilitator with many years of experience. And just a couple more things. I've got a couple of master's degrees, did a cross-country bike ride, and we've got a book about that. We have a big vision for a world tour bike ride and a passion for helping people build their dreams and change the world through entrepreneurship and small businesses. So I'm excited to tell you that just today, my new book came out, How to Market Your Dream Business to Create Your Financial Freedom. So hopefully in the next few days, you'll look for that. It's not even up on Amazon yet. We just made it just went live moments ago. So an exciting day. So let's jump into this and get started. What I find when I talk to small business owners is that the number one thing that they want is more money. And the way we get more money is through more clients and more revenue. And it's what most businesses are looking for every single time: more clients, more revenue. But here's the problem. It's not what most business owners want. They want more clients, but what does it take to produce more clients? First, they've got to generate leads, right? And then you've got to convert those leads into clients. And by breaking down the end result of wanting more clients into the vital components required to generate them, namely leads and conversion, you can now put together a specific strategy and plan of action to attain that end result. So as for revenue, what does it take to produce more revenue? Well, first, once you generate leads and convert those leads into clients, those clients will be paying you a specific value for what you sell, whatever that is. So sale value is the first component in the revenue equation. So I apologize, I have a cough and living on cough drops. So hopefully it won't interfere too much today. But when we look at that revenue equation, it doesn't just stop with the sale value. Because you have expenses to pay, and those expenses come directly out of the revenue, so the next revenue component to consider is your margin. Oop, I jumped ahead of myself. How much of that revenue do you actually get to put in your pocket? But you're still not done. If your client only buys from you one time, you're right back where you started. You need to generate a whole new batch of leads and convert that whole new batch of leads into new clients. So what if instead you could compel your clients to increase the number of transactions they complete with you year after year? Now you have something to build upon. So here's the bottom line. There are 5 critical steps that every small business owner must address in order to attract new clients and generate more revenue: leads, conversions, average sale value, number of transactions, and profit margins. So let's back those steps up with some specific numbers to illustrate exactly how this works. In order for you to double your profits and create exponential growth, you have to start with a baseline. That means you have to know your current numbers in each of these critical areas. So you first need to work out exactly where your numbers are right now. Once you have them, you can work out what you need to do to double those profits and make sure that you spend your time doing what you should be doing to double those profits. So let's start with leads, because we're going to work through this formula. Let's say that your current baseline is 1,000 leads per year. Ding, there we go. And your conversion rate of those leads, converting leads into customers, is 25%, meaning 1 of every 4 people you sit in front of agrees to buy from you. So that means you convert 250 of those 1,000 leads into clients. Okay, you keeping up with me here? So let's assume your annual transaction equals 10. So each of your 250 clients buys what you sell 10 times every year. Let's further assume that your average sale value is $100. So your 250 clients are buying a $100 product or service from you 10 times each year for a total revenue of $250,000. However, you have to subtract out all of your expenses, including rent, mortgage, salaries, marketing, cost of goods, and so on. So in this example, let's assume your profit margin is 25%. So that's going to leave you with a profit of $62,500. The trick now is to find a way to increase each of the 5 critical metrics for your business. With the help of our world-class e-learning system, we're going to provide you with a multitude of ways to do that, to increase leads, conversions, your number of transactions, your average sale value, and your overall profit margin. So suppose we provide you with 19 separate and distinct strategies to dramatically increase your leads. These strategies are field tested and proven to work, and each strategy walks you step by step through its implementation and execution. So all that's required of you is the application of the information. For example, one of the most effective and powerful ways to generate leads today is through a targeted direct mail campaign. A campaign means multiple mailings, since a single mailing seldom produces positive results. Unfortunately, most business owners never attempt a direct mail campaign because of the expense involved. But one of our 19 strategies can teach you how to execute a direct mail campaign to as many homes as you want to target and do it all for free. All this strategy requires from you is a minimal amount of your time. So how many leads would you generate if you could send a compelling marketing message, which, by the way, we can help you create, to a list of 50,000 highly qualified and targeted prospects that are actively searching for what you sell? A qualified list like this typically generates up to an 18% response rate, which when mailing to 50,000 homes would produce 9,000 fresh new leads. But suppose you decide to test this strategy first by starting out smaller. Let's say you elect to initially mail only 1,000 prospects. A typical 18% response rate still produces 180 new leads. And that's using just one of the 19 strategies that I can give to you. So let's just discuss several other strategies. What if I could show you how to double that number of leads using a networking strategy? Or how to implement a no-cost yet highly effective referral program strategy? Or how to set up lucrative strategic endorsement partnerships where other business owners sell your product or service on your behalf? Or perhaps you would like to use a presentation strategy where you host an online presentation like this one, highlighting what you do using a webinar or teleseminar. These strategies are just a drop in the bucket when it comes to helping you generate all the leads your business can handle. But whichever one or more of these strategies you elect to use for your business, do you think you could conservatively generate at least 10% more leads by using them? So instead of generating 1,000 leads per year, which was our original number, Would you say conservatively you could easily generate 1,100 leads per year? That's a measly 8 additional leads per month. Seems doable. And remember, this is leads, not clients. That works out to just be 1 additional lead every 4 days. With 19 powerful and proven lead generation strategies backing you up, would you agree that this is an ultra conservative figure? Now let's tackle that second critical step, your conversion rate. Your conversion rate is where a prospect becomes a client. They agree to buy what you sell. This simply means you found a way to compel their decision-making process so they choose you over your competition. What if we could help you convert your leads and close a sale every time? What if we could give you a pricing strategy that's so powerful it would completely remove price from your prospect's buying decision? And what if we could teach you how to write powerful marketing and advertising copy, along with persuasive sales scripts, and have you write all of them better than 95% of all copywriters alive today? What if your copy was so compelling and persuasive that it would position your business as the only logical choice for your prospects to buy from? Suppose we could give you a strategy that would teach you how to add so much value to what you sell that you could charge double the price that your competition charges, and your prospects wouldn't think twice about paying you that amount. And what if I could teach you how to completely eliminate any barriers to entry for your prospects, and how to create irresistible offers that practically force your prospects to buy from you? And perhaps most important, what if I could hand you an entire drip campaign for your prospects who don't initially buy from you? A drip campaign is a series of follow-up communications, usually email or direct mail, that continuously nurtures your prospects until they're finally ready to make the purchase. Did you know that the typical prospect doesn't buy until they receive a minimum of 6 marketing messages from you? Are you currently sending out a minimum of 6 follow-up messages to your current prospects? If not, you're leaving a fortune on the table. With all of these conversion strategies working for you, would you agree it should be easy to increase your conversion rate from our 25% to perhaps 50%? Of course. But let's keep our numbers ultra conservative. So would you agree that conservatively you'd have no problem whatsoever increasing your conversion rate a meager 5%, from 25% to 27.5%? So now we're converting 27.5% of our 1,100 leads, which totals 302 clients. Now let's increase our number of transactions. Let's implement a series of strategies that will compel our clients to buy from us more often. What if I could teach you how to condition your clients to purchase from you more often? As an example, how many times have you looked in the mirror 3 weeks after getting your hair cut and noticed you were beginning to look a little bit shaggy? You call the hair salon to book an appointment and they schedule you to come in 2 weeks later. What if I could teach this hair salon a strategy that would compel their clients to automatically book their next haircut at 3-week intervals and commit to this at their initial appointment each time? Do you realize that just this one strategy alone would increase the salon's total revenue by 70%? 70%. Or consider a florist. Most guys buy flowers, or women buy flowers for their better half once a year, if that. Suppose I teach you, a florist, how to set up a continuity program. We could call it Lover of the Year, where a guy or a gal could come into the florist shop once a year and select a prearranged package of flowers, gifts, and cards, each targeting a special date that calendar year, such as Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthday, anniversary, or perhaps one special out of the blue just thinking of you day. Each package they select would include a specific floral arrangement that fits that unique occasion, a special gift that she will treasure forever, a romantic card containing a special handwritten message, and all of this can be taken care of in about 20 minutes. The florist will guarantee to deliver each arrangement on the appropriate dates and send an email reminder to the guy the day before each delivery so they don't forget the occasion, and to confirm that each delivery will be made on time. The florist could also finance the entire cost of the program over 12 months and charge the credit card a set amount each month to make this program an affordable no-brainer. Guys love this because the entire year is planned out in advance and they don't have to make their typical last-minute dash to the store to pick something up for each occasion. Do you realize this florist just conditioned this client to buy from them 5 times per year instead of once? And do you think this one person will tell 4 or 5 of his friends about this unique program? Of course. Did you know that a version of this strategy can be adapted to work for almost any business in any industry? We can show you how to implement this strategy for your business as well. So back to our original numbers and remaining ultra conservative, could we assume it would be fairly simple to use strategies like this to easily increase our original 10 visits each year to just 11 visits? Let's consider your average sale value now. This is the price you charge for what you sell. What if I could help you implement a series of targeted strategies that would allow you to instantly increase your sales price with no effect whatsoever on your conversion rate? Did you know that price is one of the least understood components when it comes to small business ownership? So let me explain. Suppose you sell a product for $100 and the net profit on that product is 15%. That means that after you pay the rent, the salaries, the commissions, the cost of acquiring that product to resell it, the utilities, and everything else that goes into your business, you only put $15 of that $100 into your bank account. So what would happen if you increased that price by a measly 5%? Do you realize that additional 5% is pure profit? Typically, there are no additional expenses that must be factored into determining your net profit. In fact, your net profit just increased from $15 to $20. That means your profit on this one product actually just increased by 33.33%. So let's consider this real life example. Let's say you own a health club that offers a package of health services for $60, and you presently have 300 clients enrolled in the program. That means your total revenue is $18,000. That's the 300 clients by $60. You operate on a 25% net profit margin. So your net profits are $4,500 per month. Suppose you raise your price by just $4 per month, or 6.67%. You just increased your net profit by 26.67%, or $1,200 per month. For some people, that's a house payment, or maybe a brand new Jaguar. But if you're worried that raising your price even $4 may lead some clients to canceling their memberships in your program, then listen to this. As the health club owner, you would have to lose 63 clients from this program just to get back to your original net profits. In other words, you could lose 63 members out of your 300, and it would have zero impact on your original profits. Do you really think 63 people out of the 300 clients would drop your program over $4 per month? Especially if we offer more value than any of your competitors. I can teach you the latest pricing strategies and positioning tactics that will allow you to raise your pricing substantially without affecting your conversion or retention rates. So looking back at our original numbers, do you think with strategies like this in place, you could conservatively increase your original $100 price to $110? So now your total revenue has increased to $365,420. Finally, it's imperative we look at your profit margin. Everything we've just discussed is basically worthless if you aren't making a profit on each and every sale that you make. We're going to help you implement strategies that will dramatically increase your profit margin by leaps and bounds. We can teach you ways to slash your costs without affecting your day-to-day business operations. For example, I can show you how to use the art of barter to significantly reduce or completely eliminate many of your everyday expenses, like accounting and bookkeeping, printing, advertising, office supplies, and other everyday business expenses can be dramatically reduced or possibly eliminated following our barter strategies. Do you also realize that you can see a huge increase in your profit margin just by properly identifying and then targeting your ideal client? This ties into the old 80-20 rule, which states that 20% of your clients generate 80% of your total profits. If you can replace the 80% of your low margin clients with more of the 20% high margin group, you will see your margins explode, sometimes by as much as 16 times. Another example has to do with separating your business from your competition by becoming unique in what you do. Setting yourself apart from the herd creates a massive competitive advantage that can skyrocket your profit margins. As an example, one of our clients used to manufacture more than 1,000 different types of ceramic tiles and accessories. He voluntarily discontinued 80% of his products, focusing his sales and development efforts on only those products that gave him a competitive edge. The result has been a rebirth of his company where he doubled his profit margin and increased his sales. So let's assume you implement just one of these strategies and keep in our numbers, again, ultra conservative. Let's say your profit margins go from 25% to just 27.5%. We now go from our original profit figure of $62,500 up to $100,490. So now we have over $100,000 in profit. We've almost doubled our profits, which was our original goal. So not too bad. But what if I could show you how you could easily increase your percentages, and instead of increasing them by a meager 5% or 10% as we did in our examples, what if we could increase them by an incredible 50%? Imagine this. What if we could provide you with 20 simple and easy ways to increase your leads, 20 ways to increase your conversions, and 20 ways to increase your average sale value, and 20 ways to increase your number of transactions, and 20 ways to increase your profit margins? Our upsell, cross-sell, and downsell strategies alone often produce immediate revenue increases in excess of 30%. Do you think you could easily achieve a mere 1% overall increase per week? Just a 1% per week with 2 weeks off for vacation each year equals a staggering 50% increase. So let's look at the numbers again. Well, starting from our baseline of 1,000 leads, we now have 1,500 leads. Instead of a 25% conversion rate, we now have a 37.5% conversion rate. That means we now have 562 clients. These clients now come to see us 15 times per year instead of 10 times. Our average sale value has gone from $100 to $150. And when we put these numbers all together, that brings us to $1,265,625 in total revenue. However, we now have a 37.5% profit margin instead of a 25% margin, which gives us, are you ready? $474,609 of profit. So starting with just $62,500, a 50% increase over these 5 basic areas has delivered nearly $500,000 to our bottom line. So I think that's a little better than double our original profits. Wouldn't you agree? Now you have identified your ideal clients in doing this. Our passion is for small business owners who has to scrape, fight, and battle every day just to earn a living. Like I said at the very beginning, my goal is to help business owners achieve extraordinary success and to change the world by having small business owners succeed. My system offers you a way to reach that ultimate pinnacle of life. Financial freedom for you and your family, the ability to do whatever you want with your time and money. Compelling and successful marketing can provide you the financial freedom to pursue your real, true life ambitions. Everybody has a cause that can be more fully pursued and supported when you're financially independent. So let me help you reach that goal. We have the tools, resources, and support to accomplish this in record time. All I ask is that you give me a chance to show you how I can help you, and I'll do it for free. You may be thinking this sounds too good to be true. So why don't I prove it to you, and I'll do that for free. I'll prove to you this is everything I've just said it is and more by putting a large sum of money directly into your pocket. So my request is that you invest just 45 minutes of your time with me, and I'll help you find a minimum of $10,000 hidden in your business. So I assure you it's not only true, but it's actually really fun and easy to do. So if you look below, you can click the link to set up your meeting with me. What I've discovered is that small business owners fail to apply some really simple and easy marketing strategies that can unleash tens of thousands of dollars in hidden revenue in just a matter of minutes. In the 45 minutes that we would spend together, I would use just a few simple marketing strategies to show you where $10,000, usually a lot more, is within your business right now. If you complete the $10,000 request form at meetwithdonna.com, we can schedule a day and time to meet. My calendar's right there, so you pick a time that's convenient for you. We do the entire 45-minute session over the phone and internet, so it's super convenient. There's no drive time or where are we going to meet. And even if you're in Australia, we can get together. So let me make 2 promises to you up front. I'm not going to try and sell you anything. The only thing I'm going to do when we speak is find you $10,000, period. And I promise you this $10,000 in 45 minutes is a real offer, and the $10,000 I will find you is real money. So click the link below to get started with me at meetwithdonna.com, and all you can do on that site is schedule a meeting with me. The form that you'll complete will help me prepare for our meeting so I can maximize our 45 minutes together and provide you with maximum value. So I encourage you to visit meetwithdonna.com to schedule your business turnaround. It is an experience, and it's designed to get you results quickly. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today and encourage you to click the link below so that we can get started and find you $10,000 for your business right away.